Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and staying healthy. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to study for online open book actuarial exams. As most of you are aware, the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries has moved to online exams starting April of 2020. For the April sitting, I was actually taking CP2, which had always been online. So at the time, I wasn't really paying attention to all the information that the Institute was giving out. When it came to September, however, I decided to write SP7 and I started studying for it from the 23rd of July when my results for CP2 came out. I immediately went into my old study tactic where I would cram all the definitions and all my chapter summaries that I would have made. And my old tactic in general was that by exam day, I should be a parrot and I should be able to recite whole pages of notes. And for me, that was a surefire way to pass. This went on for about a month and a week, and then at the end of August, I found out that the exam was open book, and all the work that I had been putting in, trying to cram definitions and chapter summaries, was all useless because they weren't going to give me any extra credit for reciting a definition out of my mind compared to someone who is getting the definition straight from their notes. You can actually just imagine how distraught I was because of all the time that I had wasted doing something that was not going to help me to pass the exam in any way at all. I then switched to writing past papers instead, and immediately when I started writing those, I noticed how much I was lacking, because with almost every question I had to refer to my notes so that I would perfect my answer, or in some instances have an answer at all. This type of approach to the exam, where I would constantly refer to my notes, carried all the way through to the actual exam. To this day, I'm still not sure about the outcome of the exam since results come out on the 17th of December. But I've had time to reflect on the way I approached it and the things I did. And I've come up with some things that I could have done better and that I will do better in my next sitting in April of 2021. I'll start by taking you through tips for preparing for the exam, and then I'll move on to things that you need to be aware of on the actual exam day. The first and most important thing is to know and understand your notes as if you're not going to have them on exam day. There's really no excuse for you not to go through your notes from start to finish. I'm not saying that you should cram them the way I used to, but then it's important to read and comprehend the material. My suggestion is to read each chapter and then doing the chapter questions at the end of that chapter. But the trick is to do them under the old exam conditions where you're not referring back to the notes at this stage. When you finish a set of chapters, you do the assignment that follows that set of chapters. And again, you do them under exam conditions, the old exam conditions that is. When you're done with all the chapters and your entire set of notes, you need to pick one paper that you're also going to do under old exam conditions. This strategy has two benefits. So it gives you the absolute worst case scenario for the upcoming exam, and also it helps to cement the knowledge into your mind so that there's less need to refer to your notes during the actual exam. You need to practice as many past papers under exam conditions as possible. At this stage, you may or may not refer to your notes. It's really up to you. But then the important thing is to try to do them in the actual location where you've decided that you're going to write your exam. Try to do them on the same weekday, and also try to do them in the same time window that you're going to be allowed to write your exam. This will help you determine if there are any disturbances that are likely to affect you during your exam, and it will allow you to plan accordingly around them. My tips for taking the actual exam: avoid referring to your notes for every single question. This is going to slow you down and it puts time pressure on you, and at the end of the day you might actually end up not finishing your exam. This really affected me in my SP7 exam. I managed to finish, but I feel like I could have done better if I had referred less to the notes. Know your material in depth so that in the exam, you're not trying to figure out which content is in which chapter. You need to know where the information is located so that you don't waste a lot of time trying to understand how the material is laid out in the textbook. Manage your time effectively. It's so important for you to decide early on how much time you're allocating to each question and for you to stick to that time allocation. I'll do a separate video in which I will go into detail in my exam time management and how I've adjusted that to suit an online open book exam format. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you found this video helpful in your exam preparation. On the right here, you can subscribe to my channel. On the left here, you can check out another one of my videos. I upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!